Mississippi in Tupelo, Mississippi, the Element Well Studios. We are at Ace Bolt and Screw. The sun is starting to peek out from the clouds here. And joining us now, Jeff Johnson, Corporate Counter Sales Manager for Ace Bolt Screw. Jeff, thanks for coming on. And, man, we got it going on here today.
We do. We've got a ton of promotions, ton of a new store basically to show off. We opened the store back in 2007 and just did some renovations to the showroom here toward the end of 2021, and being able to kind of test it out. And show the community.
It's jam-packed.
It is. We have taken the space we have, and we have put it wall to wall as best we can.
It's awesome. And you got
great quality stuff.
You got representatives from DeWalt, Milwaukee here too, right?
DeWalt, Milwaukee, Diablo, Freud. We got some Walter and Tenru.
Okay.
And we have Radiance. Safety line.
And got some deals going on?
We do. We've got several deals going on.
I looked at the cut sheets, and it really seems like it to me. And it's amazing how all this stuff has now all these common tools are now cordless, and but you really don't sacrifice any power performance.
No, they've come a long way in the last 5 to 10 years. I mean, you don't lose any torque. You got great convenience with it. Don't have to worry about trying to find a outside power source, and
it's really pretty neat.
You don't lose anything, like you said, on productivity on
it. And the design of the tools and just the structure and it looks the same to me as the old plug-in power tools. It seems to me like they've just carried that over.
Gotten lighter, more efficient, more torque.
Yeah,
and a lot easier on the user.
I know when we did the show last year in Jackson, I was just impressed with pressure washers and things you wouldn't think that could run on just electric power, battery power like that. It's incredible.
Oh, it's unreal. It's unreal. There's really no telling what they'll come out with next.
I know. They're
coming out with new ideas all the time.
Pretty neat stuff, and it's just so convenient not to have to hoist around the cable and find a place to plug it in, all that kind of stuff. That's the best part about it. So, all right, so you've been here since 2007, right?
The store in Tupelo, yes.
In the store in Tupelo,
that's right.
And then you've got plans to get this big one open in Richland.
That's right. That's right. We're looking for that in the next month or so.
Yeah.
I've been steadily busy working on it. It's going to be impressive. It's going to be about twice the size in the counter area, in the sales area, than what we've got in our previous store. So we're looking forward to carrying new lines and new options. Kind of just still going with that feeling of making it a one-stop shop and just being able to offer more to our customers.
With all the buzz about supply chain constraints, how's that going for you? You able to get what you want at this point?
At this point, I mean, there's still some hiccups every now and then, but for the most part, we try to do and stay ahead as best we can, and try to use multiple vendors, multiple sources for a lot of the same products. Yeah. Still keeping with the good quality, excellent quality products, but that does help alleviate when you do have several options. Yeah. And it's just what you have to deal with, and you try to get ahead of it and stay ahead of it as best you can.
What about price increases, inflation? How has that affected the price of these products?
They have gone up. Yep. I mean, we're seeing increases when we buy it, and that has to be passed along. We try to offset that as best we can, and not make it too hard on the customer, but. You see it everywhere. I mean, it's not just in industrial supplies. It's all over. So the best you can do is buy as big a bulk as you can to sell it at the cheapest price you can.
Absolutely. All right. So what about business in general? Demand been strong?
It has been. We've hit even I believe March was one of the best months in the history of the company. So even with the strains and everything with the economy and stuff, we're still growing, still going strong.
And construction seems to be pretty robust.
It is right now. We're not seeing much fall off at all yet.
Yeah, so that's good. How about in this area in Tupelo?
In this area, Tupelo's got a great industrial feel to it, and it's got a lot of industrial offerings. So yeah, Tupelo's done great. We do great with fasteners in Tupelo, and taking that same energy and try to apply it to our counter sales and grow that. So that's why the reason of finishing out the counter area in the store and start to promote these deals.
And the company serves individual consumers that may come on just to the store, make a selection at the counter there, all the way to larger outfits, industrial outfits, contractors and so forth that buy big bulk, and they're constantly buying.
Well, that's the good thing about us. I mean, you start out as a fastener company, which everybody uses fasteners, and so that's brought it into where we get the plumbers, we get the electrician, we get the automotive. You get your shade tree, you get your your normal residential consumer as well, because everybody's using those fasteners, and you want the tools to go along with that.
Yeah, gotcha. So. Jeff, appreciate it. Appreciate you having here, and then congratulations on all your success, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you some more soon.
Sounds great. Thanks.
Appreciate it. Middays here, it's time for a break. We are in the Element Well Studios at Ace Bolt and Screw in Tupelo, Mississippi. We got SuperTalk News, Fox News coming your way right Mississippi. We are in Tupelo, Mississippi at Ace Bolt and Screw, and joining us now, Howard Lewis. He's the DeWalt representative. He's on site here at Ace Bolt and Screw today. Ace Bolt and Screw, of course, is a major partner for DeWalt. And Howard, welcome to the program. I looked over there, man, you got customers all over the place. That's a good deal, huh?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, you got customers all over the place.
Yeah. Thank you. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
We're having a good day today. A little cool this morning, but we're going to be all right, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of deals you got going today?
Man, we got some excellent deals. If you're looking for a drill, impact driver, we've got those on special. Pretty much, Gerard, when we do this, today is the deal making day. I mean, we make a deal on anything, So whatever you need, we can make it work for you.
What's the stocking position here at Ace Bolt and Screw? Are they in good shape?
Yeah, they're in good shape. We're facing the same, I guess you could say, crisis as everyone as far as getting, supply and that sort of thing. And these guys are in better shape than a lot, and they're a true partner. So we work very closely with them to try and get them what they need and make sure they're stocked up as best as we can.
Yeah. Great Mississippi company, Ace Bolt and Screw is. They do a good job for you, don't they?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. They've got the branch here. They've got the home office branch in, close to downtown Jackson. They've got the new, what I still call new Madison branch, and then they're opening the new branch in Richland, a little bit south of Jackson. So they're covering a lot of the bases, and of course they're a true partner for us. So we're really glad to be with these guys and them pushing our products like they do.
We've been talking earlier about how so many of these power tools have been converted to cordless, but without any loss of torque or power or performance.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's funny. I was just telling a gentleman over here that I was showing him our new 60-volt product, which I say new, but we've actually had it out now for about 6 or 7 years. And OSHA, which is the governing body for job sites, construction sites, OSHA is really pushing towards a cordless job site, and we feel like we have the answer with the 60-volt product. Of course, we still have our 20-volt product, which is our kind of go-to, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But some of our more higher torque, higher powered tools that normally you would plug in to an outlet, you can throw our 60-volt battery on it and get the same amount of power now.
What's OSHA's rationale for that? Is there safety advantages?
It's a safety thing. It may be a little bit of politics involved as well.
Sure.
With everybody's been hearing the push.
A government agency? No way.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I don't want to get into the weeds on that too much, but there's been a lot of talk about everybody going to electric cars. And so you gotta figure that bleeds over into some of the other industries, including power tools. But it really is a good thing, because if you do go out on a job site, there are a lot of extension cords running here and there and everywhere. OSHA is very strict on that as far as having nicks in the extension cords, and so this just eliminates that whole safety hazard of water getting in that extension cord and electrifying someone.
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes total sense. What does the company, what does DeWalt have on the horizon? What do you see coming down the pike as far as new products, new technology, and so forth?
Well, I can't tell you.
Okay.
No.
I figured that might be the case, but I thought I'd ask anyhow.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what our focus is. You know, our focus has always been on safety, and, you know, honestly, we talked about our 60-volt product. You know, safety, power is very important to us. So, you know, as you probably would imagine, we've got some new 60-volt products coming out. Pretty extraordinary, you know, tools that are competitively priced in a cordless version that you may not expect. So, you know, the safer we can make a tool, and the closer, you know, we can provide power that's equal to electric power, 120 volt coming out of the wall. Those are two huge focuses for us.
I got you.
Just be on the lookout there for that stuff.
How's sales been for you?
It's been good. It's been really good. You know, again, battling the sourcing issues that we're facing. You know, it could be better, but for the most part, it's been good. You know, and I think we're in better shape than some of our competitors, actually. So, yeah, feeling good about the future.
I got you.
Ready to get out of the slump.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you seeing kind of steady construction activity, or the type of activity that would create demand for your products?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, we've got some of the top contractors here today. You know, that are the driving force out there on the construction sites, and actually, you know, we've got the economic development does a very good job of bringing new businesses here. We've got some on the horizon. Matter of fact, tomorrow, you know, I'm pretty excited about the new Humphrey Coliseum renovation that they're doing, and so I'll be on site over there tomorrow to meet with some contractors. So we got some good stuff going on. And, you know, I think we're heading in the right direction with the right backing to bring those projects to Mississippi.
Right.
So I'm just trying to stay on top of them so that I get my product on.
Yeah, I got you. What's your territory?
Yeah, it's Mississippi.
Just Mississippi. Okay.
I do go to southern Alabama, Mobile area, and then go over to Pensacola too.
Yeah.
I've got one customer over there.
How's the company doing nationally?
Yeah, we're doing good. I mean, our sales are really good, but in this type of economic climate, you know, you face, you know, higher operating costs, you know, so I think our margin has taken a little bit of a hit, probably, you know, because of that. But as a whole, our sales are, I mean, we grew roughly 30% last year.
Gee whiz.
So, you know, our sales numbers are great. It's just we're just taking a little hit on the margin piece. Because of operating costs and the cost of raw materials and everything going up, everything else going up.
Where's the company headquartered?
Yeah, the Stanley Black & Decker is actually who owns DeWalt, and they're headquartered in Connecticut. And but the DeWalt headquarters is actually in Towson, Maryland.
Okay.
Right outside Baltimore. So.
Where are most of the products manufactured?
Yeah, we, you know, it's funny, I did a presentation the other day. We actually have brought a lot of the manufacturing here to the U.S., and about 40% of our product is manufactured here, and that's not just assembled. I mean, that's, you know, winding motors, that's machining parts and pieces, that's doing the molds for the housing. So, yeah, pretty proud of that. Got about 50 facilities actually here in the U.S. altogether.
Wow.
Now, not all of those are, you know, strictly manufacturing facilities, but yeah, we've got here in the U.S. we got about 19,000 people employed with the company.
Wow.
So yeah, I think we're headed in the right direction. I know a lot of times when I do a presentation, and I always like to bring that up, and I usually have a slide or two on it, and I even get a good clap or two, you know, when I bring that up and talk about it. We're real proud of that.
And do you have an international presence as well?
Oh, absolutely. We're global. We actually are the largest tool manufacturer on the globe, or in the globe. So yeah, man, we're all over the place.
Wow. these guys started out just selling fasteners and bolts and screws, but have since expanded quite significantly into power tools, such as those that DeWalt makes. How long have you had a relationship with them? Has the company had a relationship with Ace Bolt Screw?
Yeah, about 4 years. You know, I got to give a little credit to my partner. He kind of got them signed up. I've known these guys for a while myself, but he kind of got them on track, and then I jumped in, you know, a little bit after that. So we've been with it. They've been with us about 4 years, and just really ramped up things in the last probably 3 years, to be honest. And they do an excellent job. I mean, I can't talk enough about our partnership and the relationship we have with Ace Bolt and Screw. When you bring on a new partner like that, Howard, do you train their staff? Do you get them acclimated to the products? Yeah, so they can represent and work with the customers. Yes, sir. That's right. We it's hard to sell something you don't know anything about. And to be honest, you know, I'm kind of a one-man show here in Mississippi, so these guys are our sales force. And we try and train them as much as we can when time allows for them, because they're in the field a lot. I'm in the field a lot. So that's very important, actually. Makes total sense. Well, it looks like a fantastic partnership, and glad to know the business is going well, and I know they appreciate you guys and you personally being here today. It's a big deal for them. Glad to be here. Glad to be here, and glad you guys could be here as well. Our pleasure, our honor. That's Howard Lewis, the DeWalt representative. We are at Ace Bolt and Screw in Tupelo, Mississippi on middays. We'll take a break right here. After the noon break, Steve Holland, former member, Mississippi House of Reps. We'll be right back. We are back on middays. We're at Ace Bolt and Screw in Tupelo, Mississippi. And joining us now, Bill Drummond, the branch manager of Ace Bolt and Screw here in Tupelo. Bill, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. So the traffic has been brisk around here today. You got all the great tools and products that Ace Bolt and Screw offers on display right out here in the parking lot. I think people are making some purchases when they come in here too, aren't they?
Yeah, we've had good foot traffic all day so far. Pleased with the turnout and happy to have everybody come in.
Yeah, it's been a good day, and did a little tour through the store before we came on the air. Looks like you're well stocked as well.
We have quite a bit, that's for sure.
Yeah. Had the Milwaukee rep on, the DeWalt rep was on earlier, was talking about all their products, and something that has just impressed me and kind of amazing is how all these major power tools have been converted to battery powered.
It is amazing that all the things that have, I mean, you know, just from your standard hand drill to outdoor power tools. I mean, yeah, it's impressive, all of the things that have converted over to battery.
Really, without any loss of torque or performance, and actually a little better, a little lighter.
Right. And you know, of course, for you construction guys, you know that they're not having to carry around, you know, either compressors or extension cords and all that, so it's a lot handier. You know?
So I know they started the company a long time ago, 69, I believe, and of course started out selling fasteners, bolts, and screws, but since then you guys have expanded your product line significantly since then. Tell us just a little bit about the sort of stuff you sell.
I would say the last 10 years is probably when we really started expanding the counter, but really within the last 5, we've added so many more items. We had DeWalt, but not near the selection that we have now. We had Milwaukee, but not, if we had 20 Milwaukee items, now we have 100. I mean, we really expanded. We expanded brands, and there's they still add stuff daily.
Yeah. I got to believe that you hear from your customers, particularly the industrial and commercial customers, contractor customers. They like coming here because it's one-stop shop.
Right.
So much of what they need, they can get. I just wonder how many of them come here for something and end up buying other things.
That's a daily occurrence. Yeah. They're like, oh, I didn't know you had this, or hey, I've never seen this before. So yeah, they come in for one thing and walk out with 4.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
What about the supply chain situation? You look pretty well stocked. Yeah, I know it's a constant fight. It is across the entire spectrum of industry.
Right, and it is from the fasteners to the counter items. It's been a challenge to say the least. But our purchasing team and they've done a good job. Our vendors have done a good job. Sort of kind of relaying the situations that they see coming up, so we're able to kind of adjust what we need to do based off of what we're seeing and things. But yeah, to say the least, it has been a challenge.
I gotta believe though that as an independent owned business as you are, a family owned business as a matter of fact, that you maybe have an advantage on the procurement side as far as being able to select your sources.
The guys down in Jackson, they handle pretty much most of that, unless it's customer driven. If we have a customer that requires us to, supply a specific item, then obviously we'll go with that route. But yeah, Blake and the guys down in Jackson, they do a really good job with new items and not only new items, but the items that we constantly stock. As far as trying to keep those in so we can supply the customer.
What about your team here in Tupelo? It's a pretty good team, isn't it?
They do a really good job. They really do. Wally Combs is kind of the face of our counter. That's who generally people are going to see when they come in here. We've got guys that go out and do vendor manage inventory at the larger manufacturers, and I'm proud of all the guys. They do a good job. They care. They care about their customer, and they do what they can to all they can to keep them satisfied.
I know the company's built, Mike and Randy have built a great work environment, and so people stay here. Lots of people have been here a long time. Mm-hmm. How important is it to the customers to know that they can have that continuity with the people they're used to dealing with, and every time they need to do business, they look for that person they have confidence in?
Yeah, to me, that's for on my end, our vendors, the people I deal with, I appreciate.
Deal, right?
I appreciate talking to the same guy and building a relationship with people. To me, that's what it's about.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it has been a great time being up here at Ace Bolt Screw in Tupelo. Bill, thanks for coming on.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for coming. We're glad y'all are here.
Glad to be here. Congratulations on all your success, and I'm sure you got a lot more coming. That's a wrap here on the middays in Tupelo, Mississippi at Ace Bolt Screw from the Element Well Studio.